San Antonio, the focus is on making sound choices and making sure healthier items are available.
Partner station KLRN shows how San Antonio is making changes as a city to ensure its residents have access to healthy food.
Sometimes the food looks so good you get tempted and you don't really think about the nutritional content. It's more about the flavor.
Would probably be like a good hamburger or some pizza. A really good hamburger is always hard to pass up.
There is obesity because of poverty, and there's obesity because families are working for long periods of time. Both parents are working and they feel like they don't have time to spend at home cooking. And so they're making quick choices that may not be the most healthful choices. It seems counterintuitive that obesity and hunger could be related, but what's happening is when there's poverty, families are not spending money on the more expensive foods like fresh fruits and vegetables. So they're wanting to get the most calories and the most fullness they can with their money. So they're going and they're buying high calorie, calorie dense, high fat foods that are going to be less expensive and fill them up for a long period of time so they don't have to eat quite so often.
Registered dietitian Linda Farr is taking Deborah Morales grocery shopping to make sure that doesn't happen with her and her family.
When you walk into a grocery store, your fresher items, your healthier items, your staples, the meat, the dairy, the produce, and the breads and grains are going to be on the outside circle of the grocery store. So when you're shopping and you don't want to be tempted to pick up some of the extra foods, try and stick to the outer perimeter of the store. One of the main things we want to look for is fruits and vegetables that aren't bruised, that don't have a lot of brown. We want a lot of bright colors, dark green, orange, yellow colors. Okay. So when we get to the lettuce, this lettuce and this cabbage is fine, but trying to find more dark leafy greens would even be better. Some of the problem with fruit is some people don't like to peel the fruit or take the time. You'll save money if you buy the whole fruit and then maybe cut it up for the kids and have it readily available for them, or leave the fruit out on the counter like apples and oranges could be left on the counter for them to see. A lot of times if you see something, it makes you want to eat it.
Right.
If you're going to look for breads, what I suggest is try to find a bread that says 100% whole grain on it, or look for at least 2 grams or 3 grams of fiber.
Making the right choices has never been more important.
About 70% of all the adults in San Antonio are overweight or obese, and about a third of all of our students right now are overweight or obese.
It's one reason San Antonio has had the reputation as the fattest city in America. Times have changed, and now the San Antonio Metropolitan Health District is working to lower the obesity rate and provide better nutrition. Registered dietitians like Linda, who work with the health district, regularly counsel with parents on how to make healthy choices.
Having the kids know where food comes from and having them play with the food and see the different shapes and see actually how it's made can really pique their interest and help them become more and more interested in food.
The health department teamed up with the San Antonio Restaurant Association to create the Por Vida program that ensures healthy choices are offered in restaurants.
We all love our tortillas in San Antonio, and we have a couple companies here that make fresh tortillas, and of course our restaurants have it all the time. But the problem with flour tortillas is that they're made with lard, and so there's cholesterol and animal fat in it.
Deborah saw the healthy choices in the grocery store, and now she and her 3 boys are about to see how restaurants serve up healthy dishes.
It goes back to this idea of short-term, long-term, right? There's short-term gratification when you're getting that hamburger, but you're not getting something that's nutritious, and in the long run, you're going to be hungry.
So instead of apples to oranges, let's compare burgers and fries with something a little healthier.
So we're going to mix this with just a little olive oil, not too much because we're leaving the skin on the chicken.
Okay.
So there's already enough fat in there.
This one small chicken can feed a family for 3 days. Chicken is matched with rice and salad for 1 meal.
You want to eat one? Yum.
Chicken is mixed with low-fat cheese, peppers, and corn on wheat tortillas for quesadillas with fiber-rich black beans on the side.
The quesadilla, I think they're kind of interested in that because we usually just do cheese and chicken. So now we'll throw in some vegetables in there and see how that goes.
And leftover vegetables, chicken bones, and cut-up corn tortillas makes for a savory tortilla soup.
It's still very nutritious because you're getting some of that protein from the bones, believe it or not, and a very flavorful soup.
3 meals for about $3 a person spread over 3 days. The more children are exposed to healthy choices at home, the better the chance they will order similar, healthier dishes in restaurants.
I think when kids are, feel this tomato and feel the cucumber and are able to toss a salad, they experience, oh, you know what? That actually was fun to make. Let me try that. That was mine, and so they have that sense of ownership with their food.
I think it's going to help a lot, especially seeing them put this together. Now I'm going to, okay, well, let's try the brown tortillas instead of the white ones, and they may have been a little more resistant. Let's get you in the kitchen to help. And I think that'll help them want to eat it if they help make it.